Wait, can I read that one more time? Like frog legs? It does look like frog legs.
Fine frog legs. I thought, what would be a great
Borscht
monster
frog legs
to fight?
Frog legs are not kosher. We're not going for Borscht. Alright. Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Rogue Valley Roleplayers. My name's Ben. I'm here with a whole passel of people. We've got Amanda, Austin, Gabriel, Michaela, who's new to the podcast now, and Rosemary, and we're here to play Chilling Tales of Horror and Borscht, a Ripper's Resurrected actual play.
I am Rosemary. I'm the GM, still very new at this, so bear with me, listeners, as I ask Ben lots of questions about how to do things.
I will tell you answers that are beneficial to my character.
Are we going new?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Ben, as you probably well know by this point in time, and I am playing Kazimir Lipowitz, the Russian Borscht maker.
I am Amanda, and I am playing Lady Amelia St. Crispin. This is her ball that the monsters are crashing, and...
Well, we crashed it first.
Yes. And we'll see how this goes.
I'm Austin, playing Archer Burles, who's just rude enough to maybe survive this situation.
My name is Gabriel, and I'm playing Jane Lorde. What do I say about her? She's insubordinate, and yeah, so her father's a steel magnate in the United States, and she's come to...
He's a magnet? That's
magnate.
awkward.
Anyway, so she's in finishing school, but she really doesn't want to be finished. Yeah.
Still cooking.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
My name is Michaela, and I'm playing Timothy Mothy Bruce, and he's arrogant enough to fight anything slightly bigger than him.
Alright.
Nice.
Perfect.
And he's another regrettable American.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's very American.
He's a cowboy, right?
Yes.
Nice. So, a brief recap, or should we just jump
I mean,
right into...
there's a whole other episode
Yeah.
that the listeners can
Yeah.
listen to.
Basically, Lady Amelia has her debut ball, and Kazimir and Archer were sent by their leader in the Ripper organization to come to the ball to prevent an attack on her family, which you guys successfully...
We didn't prevent the attack,
yeah.
but we redirected where it was
redirected where it's
going
going to go, so yay, good job. So when we left off, you had Matthew Sykes in the kitchen, and you had forced his hand, so he has summoned his monster.
I sense some trepidation over the gin over there.
We're having gin problems. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So, for those of you who are in the kitchen, you've just seen this horrifying monster appear in doorways. Fairly unusual. I want you all, those of you who have knowledge of cult, I want to see you guys know what this monster is. So roll your knowledge of cult.
Which one is that? Blue or green?
So it's not so much the color of the dice, it's so look at your knowledge of cult skills.
Okay, knowledge of cult is 6.
So you're going to take your D6.
D6, which is
No,
The
not
cube?
cube.
the cube.
That's
Cube.
not a cube.
That's a cube.
And,
And
then
then,
you also are going to take another cube of
because
different
that's
color.
your wild die.
And you're going to roll both of them, and you're going to take the higher of the two.
Okay. Yeah, this is my first roll twice.
All right. So roll that again. You're going to add it to the total.
Okay.
You got a 6 on there. Oh, shit. Keep rolling.
12.
12. 17. I don't know how you know this because you're not looking. You're not listening. You got a 17.
Well, we can say, you can be there and you can see it from the hall, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I'm going that way to the
Is that
kitchen.
Jenkins there?
No.
No, the guy in the weird coat is Jenkins.
Yeah.
I'm the
think
girl.
so.
Here. Okay.
Are we in England, Rosemary?
What?
Are we in England?
Yes, you're in London, in
Ooh,
fact.
We're in
good.
London, okay.
All right, I thought so.
Alright. So, Amanda's got 3 raises, right?
Yeah.
And Ben, did you get a raise?
I did not get a raise, but I got a success.
Okay, so Ben, Kazimir knows that this is one of the dreaded I can't even see this monster's name, anthropromorhgeists, also known as poppies in the the lingo of the rivers.
Ay, poppies are not like the opiate.
That doesn't look like a puppy to me. It looks like a frog.
You know basically that they're very deadly. They're very fast. They've got claws. They got these sharp teeth. You don't want to get like strong jaws.
Okay.
They're pretty horrifying monsters.
Any other, like, if you get bit by one, do you turn into one?
You know that their bite is poisonous.
Kinderluck, don't let them bite you. You will regret it. More ways than one.
Amanda, not only do you recognize this monster, like you recall an afternoon of study with your mother where she talked about your father fighting them in Africa, which is where they originate from.
Okay.
And it's like it all comes rushing back to you because you're a very good student, and you remember that they are not only super deadly, that they're weak to light, and that their brain, the location of their brain, which is kind of lower, tucked in where the liver usually is.
Okay. Who invited poppies to my ball?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
They were not invited. Oh well.
Archer, do you hear that?
I don't even know what I'm looking at the moment.
Well, that is the monster, but the young Duchess, it is her voice yelling about monsters at her ball. We fucked up.
Yeah, we best go save the Duchess. Release this fool and let's go
No,
find her.
we need to keep him for questioning. Don't worry, I got this.
I'm going to need you guys now to all make a fear check, those of you who are looking at the monsters. Those who got a success, just roll at normal, but those who don't know what the monsters are, I want you to roll at -2.
Alright, so which one do I roll again?
Oh, shit.
That's your spirit.
So spirit, I'm at 6, so I roll these again, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 5 and a 4, so 9.
So you don't add them together, you just take the higher of the two.
5.
So if you roll a 5,
That was a simple success.
yep, so you're not,
I'm not super
you
scared.
succeed again?
I succeeded after a Benny.
Did you succeed?
I'm spooked.
Okay.
Okay, I have an 8 in spirit and I rolled a 9.
Okay, so you succeeded. So when you fail
You-
on
which is the
fright
highest one?
table-
Huh?
So you roll a 5 actually, because you,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't add the wild die to
Okay.
the other die.
So let's see what happens to you, Austin. So failed fear check can result in a reason loss.
Heart attack and die.
Did they just roll on the fight table automatically if they fail the fear?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
You
roll
usually
a
add the penalty
d20.
on
And
to
mine
the roll.
+2 then?
Yeah.
Okay, so d20 with a +2.
That is a 19.
Oh god. So 19 plus 2 is 21.
No,
No,
19 plus the 2.
Oh, plus the 2. So you're traumatized. The character is shaken and loses 2 points of reason.
Ooh.
So what's your reason at?
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah, that's
now
brutal.
it's a 2.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You are unhinged.
So
sir.
you're unhinged now. A character with reason less than 4 suffers a -1 penalty to charisma, but gains a +1 bonus to intimidation.
Wonderful.
So your charisma drops to -1. You can treat that though.
I can treat that.
Yeah.
With
So you
Borscht.
can recover that reason with Borscht and extensive counseling.
But mostly
So,
Borscht.
do you want to describe how that happens there, Austin?
Bury
So-
that psychosis under layers of Borscht.
I think we established last time Archer is a berserker. He's
Oh,
been
yeah.
trained in the way of berserking.
Uh-huh.
So this is just him seeing a monster and basically losing all reason to a little bit of a ridiculous extent.
Okay.
So he is basically going to start charging this thing with his axe, still in the cello case.
Wait, but you're shaken, right? Yeah, it shook you too. You're shaken.
That won't stop him from charging.
Do you have your battle markers?
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
I can just
I
randomly
borrow
choose
those?
that.
Yeah, or you can make note that you're shaken.
I've got an extra.
Okay. You might need 2 extra.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then we're gonna go to
Oh, wow.
initiative.
How do I do that?
Switch it.
hanging out. Come on.
Oh wait,
Wait,
does
yeah,
it open?
Now
Oh
we're gonna
wow.
do initiative.
Okay.
Thank you.
Would you like to put that?
Thank you for letting me borrow your
No problem.
jam supply.
Don't kill my character.
Austin, you are right there, right?
Yep.
Oh, I love this.
So now we're gonna go to initiative. So we just steal around the corner, around the table, right?
Well, yeah,
So Michaela, you get the 2 of spades.
Is that bad? Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's low. It means you're gonna probably go maybe
Last.
last. Which is
Are
great.
you sure
So
that's-
Yeah,
round
that's
against
awesome.
spades.
the spades or clubs.
I think that's clubs. Maybe that's clubs.
No.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
Gabriel, you get this, or Lady Lorde, you get the 6 of diamonds. Austin or Archer gets the ace of, I think that is a club.
That is clubs, so
Yeah.
the other was spades.
So you're the 2 of clubs. Wait, no.
2 of spades. It's got a pointy tip.
Amelia, you get the 9 of diamonds. Kazimir gets the ace of hearts.
Good
Still
enough.
pretty nice. The monsters are going to get the 4 of diamonds. Matthew is going to get the 2 of hearts. And servants get the joker.
The servants have been trained in the ways of the Force.
The servants approach the monster with pots and pans and beat it to death.
So the Joker's like really good.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Frying pans, they're heavy.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Alright.
It was a good thing you invested in silver-plated cookware.
Do we all get delicious spinnies now?
Oh yeah, yeah,
wanna
let's play
use that
Joker as
roll?
well.
Okay.
I think so. So, you guys want to go around and take a Benny? So whenever Joker's flipped, we play Joker's Wild, where you get a Benny.
Which I may use up on this.
Well,
Lower than the door.
I'm already down 1. Trying not to get massive reason loss.
I've already
So-
halved my reason.
It's
That feels
okay.
good.
I can fix it with layers of borscht
might need to get more Bennies.
in time.
I'll try not to.
So what is the borscht?
So-
I've been instructing everyone to make it cold, but they have to cook it first. So if it's in the kitchen, it's probably still fine.
So the servants see this horrible beast in the doorway and they just panic. They're like, we need to get out of here. And they're all gonna try to run away. Their pace is 6.
Hopefully, wait for the monster.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were gonna attack it.
So this
I mean, they should.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3 is the running guy, right?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3.
Wait, the door is right there.
Oh.
It's running towards the monster. Don't run towards the
This one
monster.
doesn't want to run towards the monster, so they're gonna run. Is that +2 actually to the running guy? Because they have
No, I
Joker?
don't think so.
I don't think so.
Unless
They're
you wanna
gonna
play
run-
it like that.
No. Oh, these guys are slow. Probably because they were cooking.
It was to their credit that they put their utensils
Right.
into the correct spot
Oh,
before
six.
they ran in terror.
I'm gonna say this one.
It's hard to run fast when you're yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4. And you're just like.
Doors fly open.
Yeah,
and
the
there's
door's
just-
open, so the back door's open now. Because
Okay.
that servant ran through. Alrighty, and that is their turn. So next, is it Hearts?
Yep.
So Kazimir.
All right. Mr. Sykes, please do not go anywhere. And I'm going to shoot him in the leg.
Great.
Which is going to be really fantastic because I have a D4 in that. So -2. And I'm not trying to kill him.
Okay.
I
You're just trying
specifically just want to lame him.
to. Oh, okay.
I'll spend a penny on that. See if I can get better on the D4 there. I did not. So I miss.
You miss. Alright, yeah. So like, he's definitely struggling at this
Mhm.
point, so you just can't quite hold on to him and
Hold
aim the
still,
gun.
Kinderlock. I can't shoot you in the leg if you're squirming.
Unhand me, you barbarian! Ace of Spades? That's a club. Yeah, Ace of Clubs is Archer.
Alright, he's going to try to somewhat regain his faculties
Yeah, I
here.
got it. Unshake.
does not. So I guess I'll spend a Benny and try to make that happen.
So now you can just act.
Yeah, so he's going to rip the axe out of the cello case, letting go of the man next to him. Oh, what's his name again?
Matthew Sykes.
Matthew Sykes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty much ignoring Sykes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
His blood rage is focused on this monster in front of him. He's trying to get his axe out and get it ready. So that'll be my turn, just
Great.
get it out.
Preparing is open.
Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty. Lady Amelia.
And if I can move, I'll just move up to there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I already have my claws on.
Yeah, that's right.
So I am approaching. I'll move up a little bit.
So you can move your
six.
pace. So you can move six.
From that square, you move 6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm approaching kind of behind. And which dice do I roll?
What are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do?
Well, I know that his brain is in his liver area, so actually I'm trying to stab that.
You got a square space between you and the monsters. You can't melee against him.
Yeah, so you can take a defensive stance maybe if you wanted to.
Okay,
or...
I think for now I'm going to take a defensive stance because he could probably start to see me out of the corner of its eye, or
it
whatever.
Definitely
or whatever
knows that you're there.
Yeah, smell me or something. I want to get closer so that I can try to stab it in its brain, but I haven't reached that yet.
Yeah. Basically, you're running up to the monster.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Lady Lorde, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like, nobody knows that you're in the kitchen either.
I know. This is great. I'm just waving a sword. Why did you give me something to eat when it's my turn?
Why did you ask for something to eat when it was your turn?
I wasn't paying attention. So, where's that Sykes guy at the moment?
He's right there.
So I have this, net. I think it's something that goes shooting. And so
Excellent.
I'm watching stuff go on, right? I see this monster come in, and clearly these other people I don't know have turned to combat the monster. So, hey, that's a good thing in my book, right? And clearly, they want to keep Sykes here. Why not? I'm going to jump in and try to keep Sykes around by shooting a net at him.
Okay. So, roll your... Is it your crossbow that you're firing that with? Is it like a trick arrow? What are you shooting the net with? Or are you just throwing a net?
I have this thing on paper.
Uh-huh. Oh, net. Oh, so you have a net.
Yes, I have it.
It's probably a throwing skill.
Yeah, it's a throwing skill. Do you have throwing?
Crap. I have shooting.
You can try to default on your throwing skill if you want. It's a -4, right?
-2.
-2.
What do I roll?
So you're going to roll D4 and your wild die. And that's in range,
That's
right?
not. That's a D8. The pyramid.
Pyramid.
Yeah.
The pokey one.
Okay.
And that's still in range, right? Or is... What's the range on the net? What does it say?
It is
Oh, is it
3,
not?
6, 12.
Okay, that's definitely thrown.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're gonna have to move up a bit. I would
Okay.
move up to about there or so if you wanted to throw that.
Okay, so, and I...
So, yeah, so move first. Yep. So that's your move for the turn.
2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Happy with that?
Dang it, not hiding anymore. That's alright. Yeehaw. And a 3 and a 3.
And
So-
that's a 1 and a 1 actually.
Yeah.
You want to spin a Benny and re-roll that?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. It's up to you. You don't have to, but if you
Here we
want
go.
to.
Come on, dice. There we go.
There you
Oh,
go.
good.
All right.
Yeah,
Roll
so
that
roll
6
that
again.
6 again.
That's good.
Well,
Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
man.
Nice.
Keep rolling.
Keep rolling.
I should have attacked the monster.
12.
So
16.
16. And then Matthew gets to roll his agility, right? To see if he
Yeah, you gotta
escapes
try
from
and
that.
beat a 16.
Yeah.
Should I roll my agility as well? Because I'm right there holding on to him.
You gotta try to be a
Yeah,
14.
since you're actually holding on to him, I'm going to say you need to
I'm gonna
roll.
net you both on
I
accident.
know.
Yeah, I don't want to spend a Benny. So we're going to say that Matthew is entangled up in the net.
So is Kazimir.
There's got to be a way for me to. He is pulling away from you right now.
Wait, Gabriel, what is going on? What did you do, Matthew?
Oh, and you haven't met Lady Lorde.
You are a monster. You already started a monster. You have spun a web.
What I think is I think that the net goes, since it's a thrown weapon, and it gets tangled up in Sykes' feet.
Oh, okay. Well, like, you've got a raise. You definitely got the net over Matthew.
I just don't want to also have a net over.
That's
right
just,
there.
yeah. It's
Alright, look at that.
Yeah, that's just the way.
2 for 1 deal.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity for a wrestle fight.
In the net.
So,
my D4 strength in fighting.
I just did a bad thing.
No, you did
No.
a great thing. You did a fantastic thing.
That was super great.
Okay, good.
So now the monsters. As you throw the net over Matthew, you hear more running, and through this window crashes a monster. You sense something kind of running past you in the dark, Michaela.
Okay.
And crashing through this window is a monster. Crashing through this window is a monster.
Oh shit.
And crashing through
monsters.
this window is more monsters.
More poppy. How many poppies does this demon person?
Alright.
They are not invited to my ball ever.
So when you run, is that mapping?
Mhm.
Right. Okay, so they're just gonna run their
No. No,
Oh,
not
wow.
the servants, the kitchen staff. I
Oh,
just got
wow.
them to make the borscht.
they were just trained.
Oh no. So sad.
7?
Yeah, well, this is 8.
Fuck.
And then this one is gonna also go 1. The servant is probably gonna die. And so these two jump into the windows, they're snarling, and they catch sight of the servant by the door, and they're gonna just swipe at this servant with their claws.
Oh no.
One grabs one arm, one grabs the other.
Not Broderick.
Unfortunately, they're not wild.
I was just about to say, is the servant just going to be nameless?
Tony Broderick has a parry 5.
No. He has to carry 2.
Fuck. No,
So-
Broderick, no.
That's not a raise, though. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Why did you have a D12?
Always choking on things.
Because they're fertile. So 9 against a 5 toughness, so that's 4. When you treat it, I guess, an extra, they don't take wounds, right? If it beats their toughness or goes over, it does actually just die.
They have 1 wound, so yeah, if they take a wound, they're dead.
Okay, so Roderick sadly perishes beneath like a flurry of claws and teeth, and
Oh, Broderick.
he's just ripped to pieces.
I'm still in the hallway, so I don't see this at first, but I think
You can hear his screams.
Oh,
for
but
sure.
wait a
He's
minute.
like,
Wait a minute, I reckon that's Broderick. No! He did not just kill my servants.
swinging at that servant. 9, so that's gonna hit.
That's gonna raise.
4 plus 2. Oh, so did you get D6?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Toast. Ah! Another servant just like he not only like takes out the servant, he also like gouges out the wall, kind of. where the
Well,
servant-
hell.
I mean,
What is going
this
on
one's
in
gonna
there?
attack there. 2, so he misses. So he kind of swings, and the servant like turns around last minute, he's like, ah! And he like ducks down. And this one, since you're right here, Amanda, is gonna go there.
Oh
and
shit. This is mission failure right
he's gonna
here.
try to bite you with his giant mouth, which is 10. So what's your parry?
Not 9.
Parry 7.
7. So it's just a basic success. And who else is strength?
So he doesn't bite me. Okay,
No,
good.
he does bite you. Oh, he totally does bite you. Alright, so it's still not a raise though. It's still just a simple success. So it's gonna strength plus d10 damage. So you take 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
Your toughness
Actually,
is
it
pretty
might
good,
be d12 plus 2. Is that 15 damage?
though.
Yeah, 15. So you take 15. So what's your toughness?
Toughness is at 6.
Okay, so 15 minus 6 is 9. So that's
That's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you can do is you can try to, it's called soaking the wounds, and you can spend a Benny and roll your vigor. And if you roll high enough on your vigor, you basically don't take the wounds.
Okay, yeah, because I think I'll die with those. So, okay, so vigor
Vigor.
is at 6, so 5.
Soak one of them.
So you'd have 1 wound. So then from here on out, anything you do with 1 wound, it's a -1 penalty to all your die rolls.
Okay.
So we can choose to spend another Benny to re-roll that and try to get a raise and soak both the wounds, or just go with that 1 wound.
Let's try one more. Well, that was a worse roll.
Oh, yeah.
So.
So
You keep the best of the 2.
Yeah, you keep
Yeah.
the best of the 2. I mean, and you can do that, Amanda, as long as you have bennies, but I think it's wise to keep some
I think I
bennies
need to
back.
keep at least 2 back,
So-
just in case I get another one.
On your character sheet, there should be a spot where you can mark your wounds.
Okay, yes,
So
probably.
you want to keep track of that.
It's on the
we'll
right,
put that.
our right side.
Alright.
So let's, how are you wounded?
Okay, so right here. So 1 wound, I soaked the other one.
Nope. Circle that number right there. That's for your.
Okay.
And then does she shake too, or no?
Yeah.
Oh, she's shaking. So now you're shaking. So do you want to describe the wound, or do you want me to?
Okay, sure. He bit.
Yeah, so he bit you.
He bit me. I am familiar with what goes on with this. So I managed to duck. He got me in the leg. So it's hard, but it's not like a vital part that's going to bleed out immediately, although I know that they're highly poisonous. I think
I'm not going to say highly poisonous, just mildly poisonous.
they are
Yeah,
poisonous.
super poisonous.
They are poisonous. I think my mother might have it. There might be an antidote somewhere in the kitchen here or in the pantry. I don't remember where Mom put it. I'm shaking right now. But Mother has an antidote somewhere. Father has it somewhere. Maybe it's in Father's desk drawer. I'll find it and I'll use it when I'm not fighting monsters.
Alrighty. Jenkins cries out, Lady Amelia!
Oh.
So Matthew's gonna go now, and he is entangled in the net. So he's gonna roll agility to try to untangle himself.
He gets a wild.
He also has to untangle himself from me.
Oh, okay. So for basic success, how does the net work? If he rolls a success, is he able to
I
throw
think
the
he's
net
able
out?
to get himself out of there.
Okay. So Matthew,
But he's still holding on.
Yeah.
Matthew kind of is struggling and he just manages to find the edge of it and he pulls it over himself and is free of the net. That's his action, right?
Yep.
Yep. So he's free.
But he's not free of me.
And he's just gonna be he's just got this look on his face of I can't believe how all of my plans are just going to shit so quickly. But he is gonna draw. So drawing a weapon, what do you
That's
take in
another
mind?
action,
It's
so
a big penalty.
Mhm.
Alright, so he's not gonna draw a weapon then. He's just gonna glare at you, really
Glaring back
severely.
at him. Right? Spider demon thing! I'm going to kill you!
And now, last but not least, we have Timothy Bruce.
Yeah. So I get to
Yeah.
describe him?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So what do you do?
So he barges in the open door. How many times?
So your pace is
6.
So you can move 6 squares, and you can move diagonally if you want.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to stand behind the Lady Lorde.
Right, and she can run through them because she's not engaged in combat with them, right?
But might have to make a fear check as soon as
Yeah, you gotta make a fear check
You
now.
see
You've seen
them.
these monsters, so
which might stop you right here before
Okay.
you get even further. You step in and you're just like,
you like
oh fuck.
you take them in the door, and you see these
Oh,
two
shit.
monsters standing right there. Make a fear check at -2. So you're gonna take your spirit and your wild eye. So
Which is...
what's your spirit?
It is a 6.
So yep. So you're gonna take your 2 d6s and roll them. So it's a -2. So you're gonna either you could Benny that roll and re-roll it and try to get better, or you
Or
can
lose mega tens of reason.
you might
I think
yeah.
I want to use the vent.
Okay, that's probably a good call. Spirit checks are important. 5 -2 is still 3.
Damn it.
Still fail.
I have no value for money. I'm such an impulsive buyer.
It's up to you.
You may want to spend another penny to try to pass it because those two things are going to rip you to shreds as soon as they get neck.
Please, nice gods. 6. Oh my
No.
god, I'm gonna die. Okay,
Do you have any ranged weapons?
I do.
You still have bennies. I'm not going to tell you to spend them because it's totally up to you.
Okay,
but
I'll
you
save
can
this
spend as
one.
many bennies as you want
Okay.
to make your roll.
You'll die.
That's a 6.
That's
So
a
blow
6,
that.
blow it up.
Yeah, blow it up.
You're fine.
Oh yeah, you're totally fine. So yeah, if you want to, do you want to like do some like sort of flavor thing as you pass by the monsters?
I pass by them. Bye, darlings. Over here.
That's great. So you still have an action this turn.
Ooh, no. I grabbed
Party
it.
foul.
So I was thinking, a spell is an action, right?
Yeah, so you can cast a spell.
So, I was thinking that, and this is the same turn, right? So
Yeah.
okay, so I was thinking that I would smite. Who's your character?
Oh, I'm Archer over here. This is the.
Kazimir.
Sorry, Kazimir.
This is
You're
the
not
bad guy.
important. Archer's weapon.
Okay,
is
so
axe.
smite. What's the range on it? Is it touch? I
Oh,
think it
yeah,
is.
okay.
So you actually have to be up
Gotcha.
next to him to cast that spell.
Gotcha.
That's
okay.
what touch means. But you could smite
I will smite.
something of
That's
Lady
me.
You have a
Lorde's.
weapon?
I have,
You just have your net?
no, I have a net, holy water, a mini crossbow, some explosives.
You could smite
Her
her
crossbow.
crossbow bolts.
What does that mean?
So,
Do extra damage.
they do extra
Oh.
damage.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you're going to take your spell casting die.
Which is,
So what your skill is for spell casting?
it's a 8.
So you're going to take a D8, which is that one.
That one?
And your wild die, because you get a roll
Is
your
that the
wild.
one I just dropped?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I have to get that eventually.
And then you're going to roll. And that's the basic of that. So what is the effect of smite?
So it
+2
is
+2
my-
damage?
Yeah, +2 damage. Thank you.
So,
subtract your power points for
Yeah,
how much
so-
that cost.
so your power points, you should have 10.
I don't know where I wrote that. Is that this one?
I think that's your ammo, but you can use that as power points. Or that might be your experience. Make a note somewhere on your paper that you have 10 power points. And you're
Power
gonna
right
subtract
here.
2.
Well, that's just a list of
Okay.
powers.
And so you also need to keep track of the rounds. So
Right.
make a note that this is the first round. So you get 2 more deals of cards after this. And then after that, you have to start paying 1 power point per
Okay.
round. And then, so that affects 20 of your crossbow bolts, Lady Jane. So they're going to do an extra,
Lady Jane.
an extra 2
Lady
damage
Lorde.
when you
Okay.
attack with it. If you attack with your crossbow.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Alrighty, and because that was a joker, we get to swap
And
them.
if I give you a big old pat on the back.
Does anyone need a Benny?
Yeah,
you so you want to shuffle?
I don't know how to shuffle.
I will.
You need the Benny though.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know how to shuffle.
I'll shuffle you, give her the
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little
Then
bit
proxy
late.
shuffler.
Thank you, Kazimir.
You're welcome.
Alright. So, round 2. So now make a note that this is round 2 for your spell. You get the 6 of clubs. Lady Lorde gets the 10 of spades. Archer gets the king of clubs. Very nice.
Pretty good.
Lady Amelia gets the 5 of clubs. Kazimir gets the 8 of clubs. The monsters get the 2 of hearts.
Salvation.
Matthew gets the 7 of hearts. And the servants and I forgot to roll the ball guests notice last time, but servants / ball guests get the 5 of hearts.
There's been gunshots.
Yeah.
Gunshot.
Was there a gunshot?
Yeah, I shot and missed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My parents are like, don't go near the kitchen.
I mean, the kitchen is very removed from the ballroom, so, but we're definitely going to see.
Everyone's very confused by this one.
Archer, you have been running towards the monster with your axe out.
Yeah, so he's got this crazy look in his eyes as he rushes at this monster and basically does a jumping slash right at its center.
Oh, okay, so you're going to run right up to it?
Yep. And it's going to be a wild attack, too.
Oh, okay. Brutal.
And I get gang up bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
Archer to the rescue.
That was a really, really bad roll. So, I'm defending that.
Okay.
Don't archer to the rescue yet. Okay, that's better. So that was a 15.
15?
Plus
So
2,
2,
17. Plus 1, or whatever, 18.
18?
Plus 1. Oh, yeah. Gang up. 18.
So it's every 4 over the parry, right?
Yep.
So 18, you said?
To hit.
To hit. If so long as he gets a raise, it doesn't matter how many he gets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you get
sorry,
a
I
raise.
guess
You
so.
definitely get a raise.
Yeah. Does this thing have any, oh, never mind, it doesn't matter. I was going to ask you about armor, but...
No armor. Oh, crap. The monsters have quick. I've been dealing them wrong.
Uh-oh.
We'll let go this round since I don't.
That was only 6
No.
damage.
6 damage? Nope, it doesn't.
No, 8 damage. 8
So,
damage.
shaken is when it matches the toughness?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not even shaken.
8 damage.
8?
What?
What did you do?
We need to run away. We're not going to be able to fight these things.
It just kind of,
We'll just take Lady Amelia and let them eat the ball guess.
Oh, I'm sorry.
so we'll say like you go to like swing your axe and like you're like, oh, this is gonna hit it, and it just kind of ducks under the axe, and then it turns its like sightless face towards you, and just like centers in on Archer. Lady Lorde.
Alrighty. Holy crap.
I'm glad I didn't throw in an extra monster too.
We're in trouble, guys.
We're all going to die.
Yeah. This is a short campaign.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Thank you everyone for listening.
well, it's a good thing this person. You just did something good for me,
Yeah, I
right?
did.
Right
I
on.
gave
So I've
you-
got an ally behind me, clearly,
Uh-huh.
and that dude I just netted got away.
Letting us
Good thing
down.
I've got a mini crossbow with knockout bolts. So, that's great. I don't.
So your damage is +2. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, what is a UIT?
Does that sound good?
Oh wait, never mind.
It does look like UIT.
Did you?
It's not a UTI.
So since I made Austin pull out his weapon, your crossbow wasn't drawn though, right?
Yeah,
No,
you're gonna have to do.
So
if
you-
you want to shoot, you're gonna have to do a multi-action.
Yeah. So you got to draw your crossbow basically.
Alright,
Quick short story. I used to work for a company named UTI.
I'm sorry. It's really important to fix things when those go wrong. Alright, how do I do a multi-action here?
So you're just gonna take a -2 penalty basically to your shot because you can draw. That's not gonna, you don't have to roll to draw your weapon.
Okay.
So drawing your weapon is an action,
Gotcha. So if
and
I
shooting's an action.
an action. Okay. So I just roll now, and
Yep.
apparently the +2 that you gave me right on.
The
That's
plus
plus
is
damage.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your shooting die?
Oh, it's a 4. No, it's a triangle.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
So
D4.
that's a D4.
Okay.
But you also get to roll your D6. Yep.
Hmm?
You always
I
get to roll
rolled
your
the wrong
D6.
dice. I would have done
Five.
more damage.
Minus 2 is 3. So you're gonna miss. You could Benny if you want and try, but it's up to you how you want to spend your Bennies. If it's really important for you to hit Matthew with a knockout bolt this round, then you might want to Benny. If it's not, then you can.
I feel like it is because I just walked into a whole group of people fighting monsters, and they're.
I'm not saying it's important, but it's important.
So then we're gonna want to just
So,
give
I
me a
mean-
Benny. Yep. So you give me one of your Bennies.
Will any of my things here, like streetwise or?
No, it's just your shooting roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So you just roll it again. You get a reroll and hope for a better result. So
4
that
and
4
2.
blows up.
Oh
Yep.
yes. Oh, both.
No, just the
D4.
one. 4, nice.
Good one.
This thing's. They are gonna fall asleep forever.
So that's
9.
8 to
10 is a
10.
raise.
So yeah, it's a raise. So now, does he roll damage with a knockout bolt?
I have no idea.
Where's the player's handbook?
These crossbow bolts release knockout gas on impact. Any living creature within the small burst template, including living supernatural creatures, must make a vigor roll
Someone
at
else want a
minus
piece
2
of
on a
cheese
raise,
bread,
or
'cause I'm
fall
about to grab the
incapacitated
last
for
one.
1d6 rounds.
Okay.
So where's the small
And I'm
burst?
eating the last one.
Like,
I'm
you might
trying-
have to make a vigor roll.
Yeah, I'm thinking I will.
Gosh, I mean, I could use the
Sorry,
triangle.
Casimir's gonna be like, stop helping me.
This is what y'all get for bringing somebody who
This is
doesn't
the
know how to
small
play.
board.
Yeah,
This is the
I feel
small one,
bad.
right? Then.
Yeah.
I think you're okay.
No, I'm adjacent.
Okay, so you gotta make it.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta make it at -2, and a vigor roll at -2, and Matthew makes a vigor roll at
Did
-2.
you get different die for this game?
I do not.
Only from last game.
6 -2 is 4. So Matthew succeeds. So
What did Matthew? What was Matthew trying to do?
he makes a vigor roll too. So the knockout gas didn't
There
knock
we
him out.
go. 10, 8.
Nice. So you basically you shoot the bolt and we're gonna say it hits, but it doesn't release the gas. Like it jams or something. The gas isn't released.
In the spider thing, your farts will not affect me.
That's great. Alrighty. And now it is Casimir's turn.
Alright, I'm going to try and shoot him in the leg.
Wow! You have to open the net though, right?
I mean, he's right there. I got a hand on him. I'm not trying to move.
What if it just
You
exploded?
should
Fine,
to-
I'll try this.
No, alright. Well, it's
Wait. It should have hit something, right? So
Yeah.
what if he survives it, but it's because it just goes a little wide?
yeah.
So maybe there's gas. Never mind.
Yeah, if you want to see the gas exploded off harmlessly, kind of next to
And
him.
we had to make she made the shot.
Yeah,
We
that's
just-
the thing is you made the shot.
We
so.
resisted the gas. Okay,
I'll
I'll
let
try
you
to
sh-
escape.
I'll let you shoot this in that if you want
I'll shoot through the net then,
to.
because I want to.
If you want to move, you're going to have to roll it.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Bible hit.
No, because I'm shooting for the leg. Oh, come on, it's going to blow up. Nope, I miss again.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys.
So, now it's Socrates' turn.
I am old man. Give me a break.
So, Matthew. You know, he was going to run off, but he is just so angry now that he is going to pull out. He's just going to open his coat and pull out this gleaming dagger.
Oh boy.
It's gleaming. It's not a Morganti dagger. I'm safe.
And he's gonna turn to you, and he's gonna map and try to stab you with it.
Good luck getting past my fort parry.
Oh shit.
Oh, son of a bitch.
10.
You got past my fort parry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. You're fucked, Ben. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
So that
I'm
was
out of
11.
Oh shit! Oh no, Casimir.
11 plus 5 is
Anything,
That's
anybody?
17 plus 1 is 18.
11 plus
No, it's
5.
11 and
Oh
5,
wait,
16,
wait,
17
wait!
total.
I might have rolled that
Oh,
wrong.
I have a particular advantage.
There you go, Lady Lorde.
I rolled it wrong. Do you want me to re-roll it?
If you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna
Give
roll it
Casimir a
correctly,
chance.
even though it's a higher die.
Save Casimir 2018.
We're gonna go with the first roll.
Nope. Let it ride. Let it ride. I got 10 million characters to back this one up.
Oh no! That's awful. That's even worse. So that was 6 and 3 is 9, plus 7 is 16, plus 10 is 26 damage.
Oh boy.
So he like reaches this dagger up and just like plunges it into your
Yep,
chest.
that's incapacitation.
Yeah,
Let's see
so
if I even live. -3. I'm dead.
Oh no, so sad.
2-session character Kazimir is dead.
Aw,
Did you snake
I
eye?
love Casimir.
His Borscht will live on.
Rosemary, what have you
that was
done?
a really great character.
I know.
No.
Kazimir never came back to go let Philip know what's going on.
What about his borscht?
I'll be right back.
You-
Because this character actually would fit in really well as a guest of the ball there.
Oh
Actually
yeah.
looking at him.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
right back.
Do you really like? Are you okay with him dying then?
Totally, yeah.
Oh, okay, because we
Sad,
can
but
we can
You're gonna-
plot and
Sorry.
contrive here if we need to get him to live.
I'm sad, but I'm okay. That's Savage Worlds is a lethal game.
Oh no!
I'm so sad.
So
I
like
didn't even get to play with Casimir. He just died in front of me.
you just walk into this kitchen and you see this man like murder this old gentleman, like this sweet looking old gentleman. Yeah,
He's
well,
ugly.
covered in scars, but like sweetly covered in
Sweetly
scars.
covered in
Oh my God,
scars.
I just killed the
That scar over his left eye. Oh, he's so cute.
You're like, yeah. Oh no! Maybe I made the monsters too.
Rosemary, did you want anyone to continue playing this game?
I'm a new GM. I didn't know how tough to make them.
I think you might have succeeded.
Okay.
In making them dumb.
Okay, so just out of character for a second.
Uh-huh.
New plan.
Yeah.
Save Lady Amelia and leave.
I was. My rat is clearly in mortal danger.
I'm a really bad bodyguard. I was looking at your desk like,
What tall tales did you tell my dad?
It's good to know that I feel like super experienced monsters against like a baby party. I'm really sorry that Casimir died already.
Alright. Happens. That is not Jericho. We still got Jericho.
Yeah, I got Jericho. You're saying Jericho's a guest at
These
the
are
ball?
words. Yeah, I mean, he is a lord.
Yeah, so he'll probably be at the ball as a guest.
You can have the box.
And we're likely all to tell me what
Like
I
right here.
rolled.
Just make it easier.
Oh, you have the blind hindrance. That's right. So, Timothy Bruce, you've run into this kitchen, you've seen this old man stabbed through the heart with a dagger, and he's just bleeding out on the kitchen floor.
dude, this guy sounds as dangerous as the monster.
What do you do?
I don't. So how does range work, right?
So range, so your guns are drawn, right?
Yeah, I have the quick draw. So that-
Okay, perfect. So you can shoot You
Okay.
can shoot, and as long as it's within the range of your guns.
Well, I don't. So it's
So is it
12,
12,
24, 48.
So you could definitely shoot Matthew. You could definitely shoot either of the monsters behind you. And you're dual wielding, so you can shoot twice.
Can I shoot Casimir's corpse?
I don't know why you would do that, but remember too that you have the arrogant edge. So
Yeah, I
you want to
know.
like look for the biggest
That's what I was
threat.
thinking about. But this guy's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you can try shooting Matthew.
I would love to try shoot. Can I? Oh well. How far is my range on this?
So it's 12, 24, 48. So anything within 12 squares, like you don't take any penalties to shooting. So Matthew is definitely within your range of your gun. So you don't even have to move up to him. You can shoot him from where you are.
Oh shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my guns.
Mhm.
Well, they're already drawn,
Well, yeah,
guess.
you got a quick draw, so.
and then I'm gonna try and shoot him.
Okay. So you're gonna shoot him with each gun?
Yes. And then, so
And
my
then-
shooting skill is an 8.
Yeah. And then you have an ability. You can when you attack, you can what's called double tap with the Colt Peacemakers. So you're shooting each gun twice.
Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah. Okay. So which one of these dice?
So you're gonna take your wild die, which is your d6, and your shooting die, which is a d8, and you're gonna roll.
Okay. I'm gonna get a 4 and 2.
So the 4 is a simple success. So now you're gonna look at the damage on them. What's it say?
It says 2d6 plus 1.
And when you double tap, does it give you a bonus?
+1 to attack and damage.
Okay, so you got a 5. It's not a raise. So you're gonna get +1 from your damage there, and then +1 from double tapping. So you're gonna take 2 d6 now and roll them.
So this one?
Yeah. And these ones you
Just these two?
Yeah. Nice. So that's 10, and then you're gonna roll that again because it's a 6. 7. So +2. So 10, 7, 19 damage with one gun. That's
That was
definitely gonna.
19.
Yeah.
Who'd you shoot?
Yes, avenge me.
I don't know who this guy is.
So then Matthew, his toughness is 6. So that's, and you roll 19.
Yes.
So that's an uncapped roll for him, isn't it? Is that 3 wounds?
4 wounds is in cap.
Okay, so 4 over 6. 19 minus 6 is
13.
13, thank you. And then
3 wounds and shaking.
3 wounds, yes, it's just 3 wounds. Which is really good for you guys.
You're welcome.
Well, and that was the first bullet, too. So, did she roll damage now for the second bullet?
What do you mean second bullet?
She shot twice, she's a dual wielder.
Okay,
And she's
yeah.
double tapping on each one.
Yep.
Now you're gonna roll your shooting die again for your second gun, basically.
Which is the d6?
The d6 and the d8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I got
That's snake eyes, right? No.
1, 2.
That's 2. So that would miss unless you want to bend it.
I'm good.
In the interest of not doing the total party kill, I'm not going to spend bennies on Matthew.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Do appreciate it.
Because I might have overestimated how tough these monsters were.
You might have sent everyone into their death. That's fine. I mean, the next round of characters are just going to walk in a mass graveyard in the
Alright.
kitchen.
So, hearts before clubs, right?
Yes.
So, servants and...
Now the servants are going to fight back.
We're just going to roll to see if the ball guests hear any of this fight at -3 because they're in the ballroom, which is far away, and the band is playing. Yeah, so some ball guests hear like this, like shouting and shooting, and they're gonna kind of start making their way down to the kitchen
No.
to see what's going on. And meanwhile, the servants. This guy is just. He's gone.
That guy's the only.
See y'all. I'm going to
They're
heaven.
just gonna.
Sorry.
This guy is like, ah! And so I'm gonna run away. 1, 2.
There's a door.
There's the door. I don't know what's on that side. I'm gonna say it's a room. He doesn't necessarily want to run into a room with the beast right there. So he's gonna be 1, 2, 3. is already in the room, so he's gonna go. That one's 5 Jack and right?
Mm-hmm.
So
And missed.
he's gonna run, and then that gets a free attack against Duke.
Yep. I farted. Sorry.
4, so it
You're
hits
very
that
warm
servant
parts.
as it tries to flee.
Just like don't have a filter.
Servant. Oh yeah, so Bessie, the kitchen maid, unfortunately,
Not Bessie.
dies.
She will be missed along.
More of my servants.
Yep.
This
And
ugly Russian dude.
however, we're also gonna roll to see.
So sorry, Austin. I'm not gonna be able to heal your
Oh, yeah.
your reason now.
It's
So,
okay.
luckily,
I'm gonna die
however,
anyway.
you have a very well defended home, Amanda, and your family guards have heard the commotion happening in the kitchen. And they're kind of positioned on the outside of your estate, so you could put some. So your militia's coming in to help you out.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, good. Finally, reinforcements.
And they are gonna their pace. 6. So they're gonna run into your aid. Ooh, they're gonna have to make some. They do have brave. So it's 6 plus 2 for brave. Ooh, he's pretty freaked out. He's shaking. He sees this and he's like, ah!
West Green chump.
3 plus 2, so he's not shaken, so he's gonna come in and set up behind the table. Alrighty. And they're gonna all pull out rifles. And they're just like, oh crap, there's monsters, we gotta defend the family, we're here to fight. And
Where
that,
have
I
you
believe,
guys
is
been?
everyone's turn, all the extras. Alrighty. Lady Amelia.
Okay, so I'm. Okay, am I still shaken? Do I
Yeah,
need
you have
to?
to
Yeah,
roll
so
spirit.
you gotta roll your spirit.
Okay, so that is 6, and I get both.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, 5 and 4, so 5.
So yeah, you unshake.
Okay, so for I go again for the brain of the creature,
Oh, yeah.
and now that I have an ally by me, that's a
Yeah, it's a
plus
gain.
1
Mhm.
gain. Okay. All right, 5 and a 4, so 5.
So -1 for your wound, but +1 for the gain up. So it's a 5. So it's a basic hit. So you're gonna want to roll your damage now.
Okay. So damage on my Ripper Claws are D4 plus D4.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll both of them. And
Okay.
this is your damage. So. Oh, that's
Oh,
a
you blew
great
them
roll.
up.
So you blow both of those up. So roll them
Perfect.
both again. So that's 8 so far.
Oh.
Nice. Is that 2 4s again?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice. So yeah, roll them again. So 8 times. We're sure at what?
So she's at 16,
16.
17, plus 2, 19, and then any bonuses for attacking the brain. I don't know if she gets any for that, but
Yeah, we'll say +2 to the brain since you're going for the brain.
so 21 damage.
21 damage. Yeah, that's gonna.
Did I
that's
kill
gonna
it?
hurt. How do you kill the?
I stab it in its brain, and it like goes into convulsions and dies.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and I forgot to do this, but I need to make a roll to see if you resist the poison. So just make me a bigger roll.
Okay, so I'm starting to feel a little nauseous. So at 6 is my.
I'm not gonna say no penalties yet because it hasn't really had all that time to spread into your body.
Okay. Looks like 6
Okay, so you can blow it up if you want.
and 2.
Okay, yeah, you're fine for now.
I'm fine for now. I said I know where the antidotes are. I will go find them
Alrighty.
after I have killed all the monsters because they are ruining my ball.
She's having a temper tantrum right now.
Yes.
Now for the monster. Swipe at that fleeing servant too. So again, the servant is like turns around at the last minute and sees this thing charging down the hall at it. and grabs like a painting off of the wall and just like holds it in front of the monster, and the monster swipes the painting instead of the servant.
These servants are more resourceful than everyone in the kitchen.
This servant's gonna go crouch behind the sofa. Oh wait,
Where's he
not the
gone?
servant, the monster. Whoops, what's the monster gonna
The monster's gonna cower behind the sofa.
do?
Tired of people hitting him.
So he is gonna kind of turn, like he's gonna like pause and like you get the sense that he's listening for something, and then he's gonna go these serve and attack that militia dude who's shaken.
Or Wesker.
So first he's gonna take a swipe. 8. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Which his damage is 12, 7. Yeah, so that militia guy unfortunately he's just like so shocked at the sight of the two monsters that he can't get his gun out in time, and the monster just basically breaks his claws across his chest and just guts him. So he dies. And then this one is going to run here and take a swipe at 1. So he like kind of runs up and sees like the two guys with the guns and is like, oh, and like swipes half-heartedly.
Slips on some borscht.
Yeah.
Kazimir
Spilled
Lipowitz.
borscht. Casimir. That's his spill, and the servant like knocked the pot of borscht over, the monster slips on it.
Oh, how could he? No. Don't steal
Alrighty, and that is that round of combat.
Is that only the second round?
That was the
Whoa.
second
That was
round?
the second round.
Wow.
Not
Ben?
next week.
I'm gonna deal you into the combat, so you can think about how
Perfect.
you wanna.
I know exactly.
Okay, perfect. So, Timothy Bruce gets the 8 of hearts.
Is that good?
It's Lady Jane gets the 3 of clubs. Lady Lorde. Yeah. Archer gets the 5 of spades. Lady Amelia gets the 3 of hearts. It's Jared. What's his name again? Is it Jericho?
Jericho.
Okay.
Yep.
Jericho.
Lord Jericho Smythe.
Jericho gets the 2 of spades.
Oh shit.
The monsters get the 3 of spades. Matthew gets the 10 of hearts. And the extras get the 6 of clubs. That's a lot of blow cards for everyone. So Matthew has to unshake 5 minus 3, so he's going to Benny that roll. He kind of sees that he is surrounded by enemies, and since he killed now this old man who was annoying him, he's going to like raise his arms and do this strange gesture and speak some words in Latin, and he is going to try to cast Obscure. 15. So what it looks like is he's raising, he's gesturing, he's chanting Latin, and then suddenly this like shadow just kind of out of nowhere starts creeping up through the floorboards, and then there's this black shadow kind of creeping up through the floorboards. So everything in this area is now at a -6
Okay.
penalty. Because
Including
it's-
Sykes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because it's like this. It's not natural shadow. It's this supernatural darkness that's filled this space now, obscuring not only Matthew Sykes but Casimir's body.
Poor Kazimir.
Yep. Apparently not.
I didn't split them all.
Is Kazimir going to get Frankenstein?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that would be
I mean,
amazing.
good. It's a possibility.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that is.
And then he is
You
actually
just have some new
gonna.
lightning and bring him back to life. This is a horrible zombie
He's
thing.
gonna run his pace. So that is his turn.
Who's next? Which one?
So next is Lady Lorde. You've just seen,
That's Lady Lorde.
yeah, you've just seen this hideous-looking cook,
I thought he was cute.
but very sweet. Sweet old man
Smelled like borscht.
who smells like borscht. murdered, and then a sudden, like, supernatural darkness rose up around the body. What do you do?
I'm gonna
Take out
shoot
anyone.
at that guy.
You might
Alright.
blow a hole in the wall, but
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I have
Better to get away.
just make the door a little bit bigger.
So you're gonna roll your shooting die.
Alright. Oh, wait. Yes. I blew it up.
Yep, so roll it again.
Ah,
So you might get a raise.
Both.
No, just the 4. Just the one that you blew up.
I'm a 3.
3, 7. So
And I
it's-
also have a 2.
Oh, you get a +1 because you're... Is that a game? No, because you're not in melee.
But
What do
this
you-
one's smited.
Oh, right. Well, that's for your damage. So 2 + 5 is 7. +2 from smite is 9.
And then it was explosive bolt. Does that help?
Yeah, well, that's what... It just says 2d6 damage in the small burst template, so I think...
Oh, okay.
But 9 matches its toughness, so it doesn't take a wound, right, Ben? Or does it?
9. If it matches the toughness, it's shaken.
Okay.
If it's 4 over its toughness, then it's a wound.
Okay, so...
So I'm gonna...
You can't bend any damage, unfortunately. Yeah. There's an edge that lets you do that, but you shook it, which is good.
Okay.
Do you want to move or anything? Because you can move at this point too.
Oh gosh. I want to get away from this shadow thing. So, be smart to move towards the monster, or well, finishing school certainly didn't teach me what to do in this situation.
You don't have to move. You just can if you want to.
Okay.
You can also just choose to stay there.
Jane Lorde sees this monster. There's some people around. And it's like, this one is far away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, no.
Shakes it up a little bit.
So it's like a little explosion goes off. It rattles the monster. It's
Looks around. It's like, okay. There's a lot of heat going on. I want to be safe. I don't want to leave all these people here. I don't want my rat to die. I'm just going to move to a more defensible position. Make a quick getaway if I need. I can still help the team. So
nice.
she moves and stands in front of one of the doorways.
Cool. Alrighty. So we got the extras. We'll go with the militia first. So. This guy's gonna fire his rifle at the monster that's shaking. 7, so he's gonna hit it. His damage is 2d8.
Pretty good.
No, it's crap damage though.
Does the soldier have a Benny?
No, you can't bend your damage. So he deals 4 damage, which doesn't even. It's like the bullet kind of hits the wall by the monster. But this guy, he didn't attack them yet, right? He just ran up to them.
Yeah.
So he's gonna back up. He's gonna hop over the table, and they're gonna shoot at this guy. Kind of hits the table by the monster, and then this guy's gonna shoot at him too. 12 damage, so that is gonna shake it, I think. Yeah, it's gonna shake it. Other militia haven't quite heard yet the commotion that's going on in the kitchen. This servant is gonna make a smarts trick and see if he can sling the painting.
I don't know what's left of it.
Yeah, his lovely painting onto
Or does Uncle Roger's
the
portrait?
monster.
He was a horrible bad. It doesn't matter.
Finally useful.
Yes, he's finally useful after all these years.
Nope, in fact, he gets tangled up in the painting, but he's still gonna try to run away.
Take back what I said
Really,
about
your family really cheaped out on these house guards.
So the monster's gonna swipe at him as he tries to flee. Oh, that was a 10, 15, that's a raise. I feel like this servant might die. Amanda.
Do you have any of my servants that still
I think
survive?
that one behind the
And
sofa.
then someone ran out the back and made it.
No, that person was dead. We
So
were
just
just moving.
D6 and then 12.
I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
dead.
but
One
he
person died,
rolled
one person didn't.
snake eyes. So,
He shakes him.
No, the servant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the damage. So he hits the servant, but the servant is. We'll say he's got a. He had been enjoying a bowl of Borscht when the attack happened, and so like the spirit of Kazimir just imbibes this bowl of Borscht that the servant has, and just like flings it in the monster's mouth, and the bowl gets caught on the jaw, and the servant flees.
They made it.
It's going the wrong way. That's not a servant. It's like house government. Wait, no, that one wasn't.
And meanwhile, the guests from the ball are.
No, run back.
There's a bunch of morons.
This is the most exciting thing
Those
they've seen.
dwarves
Of
gunshots.
course, it's intended entertainment.
The servant tells them, "Go away. Do you know what's in there?"
Yeah, the servant's like, run! And the guests are like, So they're gonna like maybe
Is
on
the
their next
servant
turn.
still entangled in the painting as he runs?
Yes. In fact, it looks like the painting ran in the way that like the clothes belong to Roger and the head sticking out of the portrait. Alrighty, Archer, you are up.
So, what does the Lady Amelia look like? Are you in your full Masked Crusader regalia?
No, actually, I'm in a ball gown.
Oh, okay. You don't have your mask on either?
No.
Okay, so he's like, wait, are you the noble?
Yes, and they are ruining my ball.
Yeah, and that thing swiped you. Are you all right? I'm supposed to. I'm here to like protect you.
Thank you. I will be fine as soon as I find the antidote, which I think is maybe in my father's study, or maybe in the pantry, or maybe in the library. I don't remember where Mother said it was. I'm starting to get a headache.
Don't you dare leave us.
All right. At this point, I think Archer's going to spot that monster right over your shoulder. He's like, "Uh-oh!" Rush off at it.
So you want to move 6 towards it?
Yeah, I'm going to move as close as I can towards it with my brandishing my
You
axe.
can get right there if you want.
Yep. Let's
You
slash it.
want to fight? Alrighty.
So this is a 2.
It's like snarling at you.
So that's a 6 to hit it.
Oh, that's parry 7.
Darn. Then he
Wait.
doesn't hit it.
Okay, I was like, you goodies.
Yeah, so like, do you want to describe what happens?
He just misses it, I guess.
He, like, swings
It's
the axe.
short and
Yeah.
it's gangly and it just somehow the axe just doesn't find its purchase. You know?
Okay. Alrighty. Does hearts go before spades?
Shall we win its past
Then-
life?
No, spades are always first.
Alright, so that's the monster then.
Actually, I do kind of like the idea that there was a cello string that was in the.
Oh my god!
Let's make this more flavorful. There was a cello string in the case, and it actually wrapped around the axe in such a way that it caught his pinky finger as he was swinging it.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Okay, thanks. After the fact, yeah. Perfect.
Alright, so the monster's turn. He's gonna swipe at you.
All right.
Bye, Archer.
An 8.
Yep, that'll
Will that
hit.
So
Just a simple hit.
2.
All right, that's not enough.
Alright, so you want to describe what happens?
Yeah, this thing basically slashes him in the face, leaves a little scar, but no big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah, it's just gonna make him look cooler.
Lady
Grabs the
Amelia
great axe and starts
Lady
fighting one
Amelia.
time.
Okay.
Ding, ding.
starts shredding on the axe.
Yeah, let's just.
So I'm going to move towards this creature too. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
You can
4, 5, 6. I'm still wounded.
Yep.
And Jenkins is right there too.
Yeah. You guys just saved Jenkins' life by moving to attack that monster for sure.
Well, I need Jenkins. He's my.
Not Jenkins.
Your
Carries
weapons
your
caddy.
stuff.
Yes.
That's why she saved him.
Yes. The other servants are replaceable.
Makes a wicked cup of tea.
Yes.
Earl Grey.
Maybe that would be something funny after a bit. Like, you look like you might need some tea.
Cup of tea, Mom. You take a sip in the battle.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about that. Okay.
Are you going to attack?
I'm going to attack, which again is strength. Or
Yeah, so you're doing a melee attack. It's your fighting. So whatever your fighting is.
Fighting is 8.
So you're gonna roll a
So-
d8 and a d6.
And someday I will actually. That's
No,
this
it
one.
took me a while to get the hang of the die too.
Okay. Come on.
Extra 10 bubbly despair.
I'm going to spend a 2.
Yeah, if it was gonna miss on a 2, so you gotta beat his parry of 7.
I have 3.
3, so miss again.
One more, and then I still got several
Yeah.
Come towards
things
my voice.
to.
It's this one. I would
Unless I can get a biddy for heavy drink and give me a cup of tea.
Flavor. What you guys
All right,
think?
so 6.
6. What die did you roll the 6 on?
Both of them.
Okay, so take the d6 and blow that one up.
4.
So that's gonna hit. So now you gotta roll your damage.
Okay, which is.
So you're gonna look at your river claws and see what dice it tells you to roll for your damage.
D4,
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna roll your 2 d4s again.
which were these ones.
Yep, so it's your strength plus your d4.
So D4.
Yep, so roll them both. And these ones you're gonna add together.
3 damage.
Yeah, so you swipe with your
Okay.
claws, but it just dodges out of the way. And you miss it. Alright, and you moved, so that's your turn. So we are at Timothy Bruce.
It's me.
What are you doing?
Okay, so clarification. If I shoot through this, it's -6.
Yeah.
Fun. So,
But you can shoot the monsters at no penalty.
why would I shoot the monsters?
I'm just saying.
I want
they're
the man who's
about
out for blood.
to come eat. Okay, no, are you playing your endurance? Okay, yep.
And then I think I'm going to stun him. Can I?
I don't know if you can stun with your gun.
Yeah,
Oh
like
no,
get
do you
him
have the
blood?
spell?
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
cast that spell.
So,
So you're gonna roll your spell casting die,
go for
and this is
murder,
also round
cowboy.
3 on your smite.
I know. And then only this one?
It's your d6 and then another d6.
Okay. I got a 5 and a 6.
Wait.
Or a 5 and a 1.
On 1.
Yes,
So
6.
it's important to know which one was your spell casting die. Okay. Because if you roll a 1 on your spell casting die, then bad stuff happens.
Okay, well, we're fortunate.
So that's a 5.
Yes.
So that's a success. Okay. So you're gonna stun.
Yeah.
That's the cone shape, I believe.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's definitely within range. So I think I roll agility to see if I can escape
This guy is
stun.
very resilient. I'm impressed.
It's those red dice. They're dangerous.
Oh, must make a vigor roll. Okay, so it wasn't a raise, but I had to make a vigor roll. And Matthew's vigor is 88. Yeah, so he's not stunned. But you can still describe it if you want. Like, describe it, and then we'll see how he escapes it.
I mean, I don't think that.
So, yeah, it's called the trapping. Basically, it's like, how does the spell manifest?
Right.
What do you want it to look like or sound like?
I take off my cowboy hat.
Yes.
It's dripping from the rain. And I throw it. And if it hits him, he's stunned. But I did hit him.
Okay, so then we'll say he's like turned at the last second. The cowboy hat, and just like ducked down, and the hat like went over his head and landed on the floor.
Is the hat supposed to like land on his head?
Weapon skills.
It's a hat of snooze time.
I'm gonna rustle you up some psychs, huh?
Snooze head.
And
Snooze
now
hat.
we come to Terrico.
Alright, so
We'll
just
say-
use the mini for Kazimir and place
Oh,
it
yeah.
down somewhere, wherever I enter in.
Well, where do you want to enter?
Well, I was probably one of the guests at the ball.
Okay. So
because
do you
I
want
am
to
indeed
approach
a lord.
the kitchen from the left with the other guests who are coming down?
Sure.
Okay. There's a
Is there like
monster.
a door before the kitchen?
Yeah, there's a wide door at the entrance of the kitchen.
No, but before, somewhere in the corridor before where all the guests are at.
No, it's an open hallway.
All right.
And the monster's kind of right around the corner from where the guests are.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to come in by the monster.
That's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to put you... Do you want to be in front of the other ball guests or behind them?
In front of them,
Okay.
because I'm going to turn, just blindly stare at the ball guests and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I think it is best you return to the dance floor."
You have boogieing to do and I have killing.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, what do you want to do?
I will round the corner. I've got my manservant William with me.
William will be...
He's guiding me.
this one. So the monster, you round one space, and the monster's now 3 spaces away, heading down the corridor, like where the one servant was fleeing from.
All right.
It goes alongside the kitchen.
It is William describing the scene to me. That is what he's
Lord
paid to
Jarek.
do.
Well, William needs to make a fear check.
You don't have stats for him. He's my apprentice.
Do you think innocent stats work? Or,
Sure. For now, at least.
Or, yeah, we'll just...
We'll work on that
We'll
later.
say William has at least a D6 in spirit.
Okay.
He's been with you. He's seen some weird shit.
Yeah, I'm teaching him, so he's my apprentice.
Jamie's gonna bend for William because he failed the spirit check.
I
William's gonna like round the corner and like open his mouth, and you just hear him like stutter, "Lord, oh God!"
Hold yourself together, William. Damn it, boy, you've seen worse in your dreams. I've made sure of it. I'll round the corner and kind of, just locate this thing by ear.
Okay.
And hold make kind of an intricate gesture with my right hand, and, fingers bent, kind of like a claw shape. And I don't think anyone's there to see it. Hopefully, that's why I told the ballroom guests to fuck off.
Yeah, they're gonna be heading away.
Okay, perfect. But you just kind of see like air coalescing
William is gonna see it though.
into
for
that.
sure.
But he's my apprentice. But you see air coalescing into like a bullet shape as I kind of, I'm muttering, speaking in tongues essentially, and then I release it, and this bullet of pure air shoots towards the monster.
Okay, and that's
I'm casting enhanced bolt,
okay.
so it's going to cost me 2 power points.
And that doesn't
-6.
hit the blind hindrance, right? Because it's magic.
No, I
So
have
you
to
don't
do
have
the
to
C.
aim it? Oh, you do?
Yep, I'm at a -6.
Oh, whoa.
So here we go. I'm going to have to read the dice for me.
Yeah. What's a 1 and a 2?
Alright, Benny.
There you go. Ben, method acting here, listeners.
I appreciate the authenticity.
It's a 1 on your spell casting die, but a 6 on your wild die.
I'll take it.
Okay. Do you want to blow up that 6?
I do.
Right there. Yeah, 4, so 10.
Yes, I get it off then.
Nice. But you rolled a 1 on your spell casting die, so what does that mean?
So I suffered backlash. My spell is still successful,
Okay.
but I'm going to be. I didn't see anything that clarified what backlash was in the core books. I'm assuming I'm just shaken.
Yeah, we'll just say you're shaking a little bit. But the spell will still go off.
Unfortunate.
1, 4, 2.
And that's bolt, right?
That's 6. That's 7. Yeah, 7 bolt.
7.
I don't think it's going to do anything.
Toughness is 9.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything.
We'll say we could drop the toughness of that one to 8 because it had that entanglement with the servant, though. But I still think it's going to.
No, I wouldn't drop it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It just it hits it, but it doesn't kill it.
Right.
It doesn't shake it.
What does bolt look like, though?
Like a bullet made of air.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I was going to say maybe it was bright. You could get some extra damage because of its weakness to light, but
Oh, yeah, but William decided to have a panic attack instead of describing the beast to me so that I could use my knowledge of the elements.
You say finally.
Huh, I just realized something. Earlier I shot at one of these animals with an explosive thing that would have created light. Blends in with
Alright, so new round. So do you want to pay to keep smite on? Because you can pay a PowerPoint.
So wait,
What is
who
a
needs a
PowerPoint?
Benny from shuffling?
I'm only down to one.
Was
I
that
don't
Joker?
know. I've
No, there
got
wasn't
2
a Joker.
Bennies, so I can
I'd
see
say-
experiment.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Well, you actually don't need to shuffle yet, though. When
Yeah,
Joker
we-
slip, that's when you shuffle and
No.
swap the decks.
So what is the repercussions of spending a PowerPoint?
So if you spend a PowerPoint, you keep smite cast on the
Right.
crossbow bolts.
Well-
If you don't, then the spell dissipates, basically, and you just do normal damage.
Right, and so I just have 9 power, is that 10?
Well, you don't get that PowerPoint back. So you spend the
Okay.
PowerPoints until you're out, and then after you're out PowerPoints, you can't cast magic anymore. So it depends on how much you want to spell cast too.
Are you gonna
I have decent dice.
Okay,
I just keep
casting.
missing
Okay,
because
so you're
my
gonna
good
let
rolls
drop?
meet their good rolls.
I trust Lady Lorde.
So Timothy Bruce gets 8 of spades. Lady Lorde gets the Queen of Hearts. Archer gets the 7 of clubs. Lady Amelia gets the Jack of clubs. Jericho gets the 4 of diamonds. You're just getting shit cards,
I
man.
know.
You don't have quick or anything?
I'm blind.
Okay. Blind people can be fast. The monsters get the 9 of clubs. Matthew gets the 2 of clubs. And the extras get the ace of spades. Alrighty. Extras are doing fairly decent in this thing.
I wish I was an extra.
Um, So the militia.
So
to be
I'm
fair,
the queen.
only one of the PCs
Wait,
died
I'm the
and a bunch of
queen.
the extras died.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
This guy's gonna take a shot at that monster again. Oh, that's a 1 shooting die. But there's really nothing around for him to shoot besides the monster.
If
And
it's
his
not
own
shooting
foot.
into melee, then it doesn't do anything.
Okay, so he just misses. This guy's gonna take a shot at that one. 2, so he misses. This guy's gonna take a shot at that one. 1, wow,
Amelia, I'm
they're like
willing
so
to-
freaked out beside their comrades
Come on,
getting
Lady Lorde,
mauled to
pull
pieces.
through.
They're like, Charles,
Stop shaking.
Charles. So they're just like freaked out, doing all missing their shots. Let's see. This servant is gonna run off. So they escaped. Yay! And
What the hell was that?
And then the ball guests, heeding Derek-Crow's warning, they're also going to like turn around and sprint off, but they're probably off to go alert other ball guests and the Duke and Duchess that something is going on. So there's going to be a scandal.
Oh, there's already a scandal. I showed up to the ball.
Some more militia here. The attack and come running. 7, so that does nothing, and then the second guy's going to shoot.
The first guy, did he get a raise?
Did he? It was
I
a
think so
10.
because it was a 10, yeah.
Toughness is 7. Oh,
He got a raise on the
oh,
shoot.
I'm shooting. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. So we'll just re-roll that. It's still 7 damage.
Great.
But the second guy is going to take his shot now. 5, so he's going to hit. So that's 13. And 3 is 16. So when you're shaken and you're an extra and you have a toughness of 9, that kills him, right? Because you're taking a wound.
Your toughness is 9. Wait, what? Go over it again?
So it's shaken, the monster's shaken.
Uh-huh.
Toughness is 9, and he dealt 16 damage.
It's dead. It'd
So
be
it's
dead
dead.
even if it wasn't shaken.
So. You guys are running and they take out another monster for you guys.
Thank goodness for the extra.
Way to
because
take
it's
out
just
the
Lady
sure
Amelia!
Duke
Look for the
is-
Lady Amelia! She's missing! She's not in the ball! And that is their turn. So we're gonna go to Lady Lorde.
Yay.
What are you doing?
Alrighty. Well, I clearly don't know that either of these people are there,
Mhm.
so monster seems covered, so I'm gonna move towards this dude and Did I end up using the grappling or not?
No, you didn't. But you used an explosive arrow.
Yeah, I want to use another one. So first I'm going to move.
Okay, yeah, so you can move 6.
I think that's close enough.
Yeah. You want to shoot at Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close enough.
So I have a 3 and a 2.
That's not going to hit him. Unless you want to Benny it.
I'm going to Benny it.
I can't.
Ooh.
You need a 4 or higher, basically, to hit.
I got a 4 on my 6 dice and a 1 on my other dice.
On the shooting die?
Which one's... Oh, this is the shooting die.
Yeah.
You should have told me that. I could have psychically directed.
Well,
This
so
thing doesn't even have a 4 on
you're
it.
still going to hit, but I feel like she's not really in melee with him, so there's no one around to hit besides Matthew.
Mm-hmm. With an exploding thingy.
As I understand, like, yeah, there's nothing that she would really hit there. would
Okay,
be
so
bad.
then it's fine. So yeah, you're lucky that there's just not another target there to hit. So it'll hit Matthew. Small
Okay,
burst
cool.
template. So roll the damage, which was...
The 6.
Yeah, I think it was the 2d6, right? For the small
2. Okay.
burst.
I'll wait until you...
Yep, 2d6.
Oh, and I've got the 2 from you still.
Yep.
So I got a 6 and a 3.
Nice.
Wow.
And I get to roll this one again because it was
Yeah,
a 6.
so you're at 9 so far. Plus 3 is 12.
Plus 2
Plus
is
2 is
15.
15.
Please tell me I explode when I
Well, Matthew's gonna try to soak some of that damage.
Oh wait, okay.
Unless you guys are
So when
like
I
really
fire,
dense
hold
to go-
on. I'm gonna blow you up, you mother plucker!
He's gonna roll his figure. 7. So he's at 3 wounds already. He took, how much damage was it?
15.
15. And he rolled a 7 on his vigor. So
So, what's his toughness?
6.
So that would have been 9 over toughness, which would have been 2 wounds. He soaked one wound.
So he's at 4
So
wounds.
he's at 4 wounds.
So do you have to make
That's-
end cap
yeah.
rolls for
Yep.
wild cards?
Yep.
So it's just the vigor.
So
minus
bigger
3.
minus 3 to see if he's
Alright.
dead.
Yep, so you do those. 6 on the wild die. 11 minus
So,
3.
Minus 3.
8.
So that is a raise. So he's unconscious still,
Mm-hmm.
and he gains a permanent injury. Well, he gains an injury,
Oh,
but he has it for 24 hours or until all of his wounds are healed.
I
okay.
feel like
so
he's living a lot longer than
He's
we are.
So resilient.
he's really tough. So yeah, your explosive bolt like catches him. He's knocked unconscious. He's lying on the kitchen floor, and then that's when the monsters go really crazy.
Take a nap.
That. Let's see, it is Lady Amelia's turn.
Okay. So I'm going to move Jenkins and a little bit further than that will be moving Bill. And then could I have like
No, Jenkins isn't combatant, so I'm not going to give you the bonus for Jenkins. He's just your butler.
yeah. So I'll move him back. Okay, so she's gonna attack him again. The
Oh,
monster
yeah,
again.
so that him again. You can move Jenkins out of the range of danger, though, if you want.
Yeah. Move him back here. So let's see. That was fighting, which is 8. All right, 7 and a 4.
7, you're doing a... It's going to match his parry, so I think that's a hit,
So did
right?
the 4 blow up?
Actually, you would have an 8
No,
because
I
we're.
have 6.
Oh, yeah,
doing
gain a
damage.
bonus. So, yeah, you hit.
Oh, but you have the wound penalty. So,
Oh, yeah, so-
No, sorry.
When it matches the parry, it doesn't hit, right?
I don't know.
You gotta go over the parry, I
Ben?
think, Ben.
Say it again.
When you match the parry, it doesn't hit, right?
No, it hits.
Oh, okay, so you hit, so roll your damage.
Okay, which is D4.
Yep, 2 d4s.
So that's these pyramid type ones. All right, now can I kill it this time around?
If you blow up those 4s, you might.
I believe in you. Oh, yes.
So I got 1.
5. So yeah, reroll that 4, so you're at 5.
Oh,
Yes. Roll it again.
And roll it again.
5, 9,
And 1.
10, 11. Toughness is 9, so it shakes it, I believe.
Yeah. Sounds right. 'Cause
Is
it
it-
didn't go over by 4.
Right, yeah. So yeah, do you want to describe how that looks?
Okay, so I kept on slashing at the monster. It is still not dead. Jenkins is kind of moved out of the way because he knows I need room to fight. The monster is starting to look a little bit that I might not be an adversary and wants to continue to fight at, but I still have not managed to kill it and get it out of my ball and avenge my servants and that crazy cook person. I think I saw him die. I don't.
That crazy cook person.
You made very good borscht.
Alright. So, monsters are gonna go. So as Mothy Sykes falls, this kind of burst of power, rushes out of him, like this pulse in the air, and the monsters that you see in the kitchen, and you, Amanda and Archer, see this one kind of shake itself a bit, and it's gonna try to turn around and run off. So if you want to make a free attack against it, both of you can.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so that's the fighting again. 8.
Yeah. So you're gonna roll your fighting.
2 and 2.
So Amanda, you're not gonna hit it, but Austin looks like he's blowing up high over
I
there.
blew up some dice. I raised
You get a
it.
raise? Okay, yeah. So roll.
D6.
Because when you disengage in combat, you get a free attack.
That is 10 damage.
So it's already shaken. Does it take a wound if it's just 1 over the toughness? If
Yeah, it's already shaken. It will, yeah.
And then that will kill it, right? Because you only take 1 wound as an extra and you dead.
That's right.
Nice. So do you want to describe how you kill the monster?
Yeah, so as this monster tries to shut her off, Archer had just swung a blow and it catches it right in the back leg and actually just saws the leg right off, causing the monster to basically tumble end over end and smash against the wall.
Does it knock the painting off the wall by any chance?
It does knock the painting off, and the painting is actually like a little girl that covers the monster. It's like a cute little girl with a balloon.
Monster legs sticking out of it?
Holding a puppy. It's a cute little girl holding a puppy.
Nice.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. You look a little ill.
I still need to find the antidote. Jenkins, do you know where the antidote is? I don't remember where it is.
Yes, my lady. Would you like me to fetch it?
Yes, please.
Immediately.
Yes, please. Before I fall like
Make
that.
a bigger roll for me, Amanda. -1 this time, so obviously the poison's had time to spread
Okay,
through your
so
body.
8, or 6, so 5.
Well, take your vigor die. So what's your vigor?
6.
Yep, so take 2d6 and roll them.
2 and 1.
Okay, so you're actually feeling quite faint.
And it's probably the stupid stays as well. Not only my poison, I'm wearing stays.
So
Why do you wear
if
stays?
you fail a vigor roll on that, do you actually pass out if there's poison in you?
That's gonna be up to you what poison does.
I'm gonna say you're starting to feel really faint, and I'm gonna give you a -1 penalty to all of your rolls.
So that's called fatigue.
Oh yeah, fatigue. Yes, you get level of fatigue. Thank you.
Okay, so I will.
Because I don't want to be a wound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I will do
Got my
-1
back.
fatigue.
I got your back.
All right.
And I have sent Jenkins to find my antidote, so hopefully he comes back soon with my.
Jericho, the one that's running, that was coming towards you on the hall, it's going to turn around now and start running away its pace, which is 8. So
Okay.
William's going to describe it to you.
Oh, he pulls this up. But
Shaky,
what
shaky
happens-
voice.
I backhand him actually. Pull yourself together, boy. Describe what is going on.
The thing is running away, sir, down the hall.
The thing. Describe it, damn you.
It's this man? It's got no head though, sir. I've never seen anything like it. 6, 7, 8. And this one's also going to turn and start retreating out the door. Oh, you know what? But they were shaken, so I actually don't know if they can.
They can still run.
Oh, they can.
But I don't think they... Well, actually, I think they can walk, but I don't know if they can run unless
Yeah.
they're unshaken.
Their pace is 8 though. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is the monsters. Timothy Bruce.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm gonna hop over this counter. One,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4. Missing right there.
Mhm.
Thanks for the assistance. I'm gonna shoot him again.
Steal my kill.
Whoa! No questioning. No, just pure death.
What are you shooting?
Matthew St.
Excellent.
Alright,
No
since
need
he's
for
lying
questions.
unconscious on the floor, I'm gonna say you don't even need to roll. I mean, I don't think you need to roll shooting for that.
There's
It's like,
coup de grace for helpless, or
Or-
finishing blow is what it's called.
what does that do?
You just don't, you kill them.
Oh.
You have no way to defend themselves.
Yeah. So where do you shoot him?
Yeah, please describe this in exquisite detail how you killed this helpless
Big toe.
individual on the floor.
Keep in mind this helpless individual lying on the floor did murder my first character.
So I stand at his head and I just stare down at him and I'm like, "You're dead running, buddy." And I just
Get that cowboy embedded.
Yes.
and I shoot him in the head. That's just
Okay. Yeah. So bullet goes through the brain. It's like.
Real quick, I call back my magical hat and just put it back on.
I'm putting you asleep.
Yeah,
Work
unfortunately,
is
I still
done
have a
here.
stun charge on there.
So Matthew is dead. Archer, what are you doing? The monster's trying to run away. Oh no, you just killed that monster. So.
Yeah, so I'll turn to Lady Amelia and he says, "All right then. It seems I best go help my Borscht friend. He's probably sitting in the floor eating a pile of it or something."
Oh,
And he rushes back around the corner looking for Kazimir and trying to help out.
So you're going back this way?
Yep.
Alright.
And I see a big black cloud.
Yeah.
And I see no Kazimir. I see Sykes without a head, blown up on the ground, and a cowboy looking very pleased with himself, and Lady Jane. And I go, "You!" And that's my turn.
really good memory for
Alright, Jericho. We'll say your staff is unshaken, William.
Yeah, but I have to unshake because of my
Right. Oh, right, because you're shaken.
backfire.
Yeah.
So, this, what no one else sees, but William sees, is kind of like my veins blacken as the magic
Ooh.
doesn't go well for a moment, and then it clears. Well, hopefully it'll clear away.
You rolled a 5 and a 1.
Great.
So yeah, you unshake.
Yep, it clears away. Is the monster still down the
William
corridor?
will say he's about halfway to the window, sir, which is yay down the hall. I don't. I'm
Right
so
by the
bad
door.
at distances.
Half a farthing.
Yes, he's not farthing away, sir. I don't know how long a farthing is.
Come, lead on, boy.
Alright.
Now.
He's going to lead your pace down the hall,
Perfect.
which is 6. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
Alright, so you're 1, 2, 3 squares away. Well,
And,
2 squares. The monster's in the 3rd square.
I do the same thing, make the motion, smutter in tongues, coalesce the air into a bullet, and
Oh, you got a 4 and then 1 on your spellcasting die again. You're going to Betty?
yep.
Alrighty.
So I need to get a 10 in order to succeed.
Yeah. It's brutal. You got a 1 on your spellcasting die again, but you got a 6 on your wild die, so you can blow the 6 up.
Alright, fine.
There you go, sir.
Well done, William.
6 again. So do you want to try to go for a raise?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, but won't that make the blow back or whatever that's backlash? You can reverse?
No.
Okay.
2. So 6, 6, and 2. Right?
14.
So it's going to be a net 8, which will raise.
11, that's it. 3, 4, and 2. So that's 9. But it's shaken. So it's toughness
Was it
is-
shaken?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, then it's dead.
So it's dead.
So the bullet ripped through its back, probably tears chunks of his brain out with it.
Nice.
And it drops to the ground in a wet splotch as its guts and vital fluids just ooze out its belly.
William looks at you with awe in his eyes.
Well, I got a raise, so that didn't even cost me any fucking power points. Ah!
Nice. Alright, and Matthew is dead, so... there's that one monster that's fleeing across the lawn.
Looks like he's gonna get away.
I think he's probably going to get away. I think we're done with combat.
Isn't there a servant?
Yeah, the servant will feed across the lawn too, but the monster was in the kitchen so long that servant was able to get away.
And he's just interested in running at this point.
I think the cloud dissipates too.
So then Archer's like, Kazimir, you fool, where are... Oh. And he sees the bloody pile of Kazimir in the middle of the kitchen and feels horrible.
Casimir's like, you're so entangled in the net. Do you ever get out of the net?
So he's in a net, and he's just bleeding on the floor with a horrible dagger like pierced through his chest.
Oh. Yeah. What are you guys gonna do?
You hear the click of the cane as this man kind of led or guided by a young man. Really, he treats him like he's just a boy, but he's actually probably an adult of its own right. But he's dressed entirely in black, long black coat, knee-high black boots, black hat. Looks like someone forgot to tell him there were other colors in the spectrum. Black shirt underneath all that. And he's got this cane, all in black wood. It's got the head of, to the uninformed, it looks like the head of a hound with its teeth bared. What is going on here? Oh yeah, I forgot to add. His eyes are covered with a black bandana.
I vaguely remember hearing about...
Lady Amelia?
Yes, I'm sorry.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at the ball?
When someone starts attacking my servants at my ball, I need to do something.
Isn't that what your militia is for? Are they not paid to be expendable?
I'm sorry, I have a bit of a headache right now. I can't think properly. I will give you a good
Clearly.
joiner later.
You should find your parents immediately.
What is Jericho's status, just out of curiosity?
4.
Okay, so you are talking to one of your betters in society.
I am talking to the daughter of one of my betters.
Okay.
I will go find my parents as soon as Jenkins comes back with my antidote, so shut up and go away. Although, be quiet to go away, because shut up is not actually a word. And
Jenkins will come up at this point, I think, with the antidote. Like, milady, I found this in the... That's the word I'm looking for. Not laboratory.
conservatory.
No,
study.
it's like a... Maybe, yeah, I found this in the study. I believe this is the antidote that you require.
Thank you.
And
She uncorks it and just, like, takes a swig of it and, like, okay, I think I still need to rest. Please go tell my parents that I have developed a massive headache, and I know this is a scandal, but there is no possible way I could dance anymore tonight. And she, like, wanders off to her room.
Oh, yeah, you're going to leave the kitchen?
Yeah, I wander off to
You
my
don't
room.
want to meet any of the people who fought for you?
No, right now I've got a massive headache and I'm wandering off to my room.
He doesn't care.
One of them died, but
Yeah.
you know, who
Sorry, I'm
cares?
getting paid.
So,
And then, so I think what she's going to do is she kind of noticed who else was in the kitchen.
Okay.
But her
Maybe
ser-
she instructs Jenkins
Okay.
to stay behind.
Yeah,
and...
all right. I need to go just rest. Please tell my parents that I've developed a massive headache and must rest immediately. If you want, you can send my mother up. Tell my mother that she can talk to me tomorrow about the disturbance in the kitchen. And you know, all these people were very helpful, and they did help, and I think some of them died. So could you please? I was not really paying attention. I was trying to kill poppies. But could you please at least...
Would you illuminate on that phrase? What do you mean, killing poppies?
That's what that was what the creatures were. They were called poppies. They're basically a massive mouth, and their poison. Their bite is poison, and that's why I need the antidote, and I have a massive headache right now. So.
Anthropromorhgeists. Pow!
Sorry, sir.
Did you not learn your lessons, boy?
Sorry, sir.
When you see a monster, you identify it.
I've never seen that monster before, sir.
I have shown it to you in books.
I must have been drunk that day, sir.
Alcohol helps me cope, sir.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when he says I must have been drunk, like Jericho, without missing a beat, just hefts his staff up and cracks him one in the head.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Best not.
Meanwhile, Lady Jane is sort of shaking and plops down on the floor just to sit there, and it's like, that wasn't very fun. But, you know, I mean, she hasn't seen a lot of carnage, and secretly she's relieved that she didn't have to dispatch Savage. She's never killed another human. For all she knows, that person looks human.
Is anyone, like, doing anything with Casimir's body?
Yes, Archer's over looking at both Kazimir and Arthur,
Oh, okay.
and he's kind of trying to fold... Sorry, not Arthur. What's the guy's name?
Wait, the bad guy?
The bad guy.
Yeah, that's Matthew Sykes.
Sykes.
He's dead.
Matthew Sykes. Yeah, so he's kind of like glancing sideways at Sykes, but he's basically getting the net off of Kazimir and, you know, making sure that he's actually dead and all that kind of stuff, and trying and kind of, you know, he's not crying, but he definitely has this kind of sober look on his face. He's not saying anything, and he feels guilty for having abandoned Kazimir behind and rushed off.
Are you taking the dagger out of his chest at all?
Yeah, he's gonna, once he realizes Cazimir's dead, he's going to gently kind of slide it out, start inspecting it.
Oh, God. You know, we could play it that way. It's a cursed dagger.
And Kazimir rises
If you want,
his mummy.
Yes!
Bring Jericho back another time.
I mean, it's up to you, Ben. I'll let you make that call.
I'm good with whatever.
Yes.
I
I
want
think that's
Casimir.
thematically appropriate that it's a cursed dagger.
I did note it down. It's a cursed dagger, so it's cursed.
Okay. You
So-
want to do that?
I
It's up to
really
you.
want you to.
I think you should, because
Please,
that's
I
that's
want
way
you to make
more-
us Borscht. Yes!
Alright.
Yeah.
I like Casimir more than the new
So-
character, I'll just be honest.
What happened in the meantime is Lady Amelia went to go retire, and Jericho, being a lord and not at all interested in these lessers, slapped William again and ordered him to take him back to the ball so he could make other
This way, sir,
people
this way,
uncomfortable
sir.
there.
And then Jenkins realizes, oh, he's not dead. That's good. So we still have to deal with the servants and the burrowing creature over there. So Jenkins is like trying to like clean up the kitchen
Yeah,
and
Casimir
get,
was technically out of Benny's, so...
get me the.
Well, I'm going to give you a Benny for that inspired back to life.
Yeah. So how does this go? Because Arthur has just pulled this dagger out of your chest, and all of a sudden, Casimir. For God's sake, are you alive, Casimir?
I don't know.
Don't.
Are you dead? Did you die?
Don't move. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Yeah, not looking down.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna get you help, Casimir. Just stay right where you are.
Okay.
I need help. I need help. He's like holding the dagger in one hand like this. I need help.
Hey. There is a hole in my chest.
No, I said not to look down.
I look down. I am sorry. Don't worry. Maybe we can fix it. How am I still alive?
You shouldn't be. You really shouldn't be.
Casimir came back harrowed.
Jenkins comes over. How can I help you? What's going on?
Arthur just points.
That looks very...
Archer points.
Listen, I need some needle and some thread, some boiling hot water, and some borscht.
I think there's some borscht still over there, and I will be sure to get you the needle and everything else. And let me just find some actually alive servants.
Excellent. And if you could find some Slivovitz, that would be wonderful.
I'll look. I think there might be some in the pantry.
Do you have healing?
Nah.
Okay, so you're gonna heal yourself.
Yeah, -6.
I feel like there needs to be some sort of penalty though, because you did die.
I think like you could probably roll it that he has some sort of like mummy blood in him now.
You
or
could roll
something.
for a permanent injury because I
Yeah,
failed.
let's do that. Roll for permanent injury.
Yeah.
Where is that? Is that
Who's
D20?
this?
Whatever is in that dude's pockets.
No,
I don't
that's
think
not
it's
mine.
Getting
Injury table. Oh yeah, so you
I
want
don't know what that is.
to...
Well, right now I'm
I
preoccupied.
I
This
gave
would
you
be the
Benny
perfect
because
chance.
of the Borscht.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not.
So yeah, do you want to
super
roll
invested
on the
in it.
injury
I mean,
table?
I'll
So
see.
roll
I'm
a...
looking for it.
Why do you
I
go
got it
fifty
right
now?
here. It's D12.
No, it's
Whole bunch
2d6.
of shit just went.
Oh, oh yeah, 2d6.
That's 4. An arm. Oh
No.
dear. Oh no. That doesn't make any sense. I got stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Roll left or right randomly.
Maybe
It's
you-
unusable like the one arm hindrance.
Well, you could still get stabbed like in the torso, but have it like rip a muscle that makes your arm lame or
So
something.
maybe he stabbed me. We'll find out which.
Yeah, you could say, you know, he stabbed you maybe like right
in the shoulder,
in the
one
shoulder.
of the shoulders or something,
Yeah.
and it just severed a
Mhm.
tendon or something, and now his arm just doesn't work. So, odds left, even right. So it's his left arm.
Nice.
So, and maybe put just a little bit of pressure on his heart, so he blacked out.
Right. So it looked like he was dead.
Yeah,
But he wasn't.
But what about the curse, though?
I
There's
know.
only most.
Oh, yeah, so the curse is those wounds can only be healed naturally.
Oh, okay. You're thinking really good what I do. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough. -6 to heal myself.
My -6?
Because I take -3 for my wounds, and then I double them for healing.
Oh, okay.
So, here we go.
I mean, you're not gonna die at this point, so.
Yeah, but those wounds are hard to heal naturally. Yes.
Oh, that's a nice roll.
8 and 7 is 15. -6 is 9. Right?
So that'd be 2 wounds?
That'd be 2 wounds, so I have 1 wound.
Nice.
So, look. Hey, so Archer, I cannot feel my left arm. I am going to need you to help me hold wound close, please.
No problem, Kazimir. And he kind of gets down in your blood puddle and starts holding your wound together.
Excellent, excellent. A little too tight, but very good. And I'm just going to stick. Where is that liquor?
Here it is, sir. I found it. I told you I'd find it in the pantry.
Excellent. Listen, you're going to have to feed me the liquor. I only have one working arm, it seems. Please.
That is fine.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Do you want it out of the bottle, or the only other option I have
Just,
at this?
just pour it. Just pour
Okay.
it.
He
Excellent.
starts. He like just holds it up and just starts pouring it in your water.
Save me a swig.
You know, once it stops pouring, Kazimir kind of swishes a bit in his mouth and spits the alcohol at his wound.
Oh.
Okay. And he's just going to one-handed stitch himself.
Oh my gosh.
Brutal. That's awesome. I don't want to still hanging out bennies because we're
So
close to
while
ending.
everyone is distracted, Jane Lorde is going to go and rifle through Sykes' pockets.
Okay, sweet. So that's a. Give me a.
W's.
Roll 2d6
Mm-hmm.
and add them together.
So we got a 9,
9. Yeah, blow the 6 up. Or actually,
10.
10. So 10 plus 3, 13. So you find 13. We'll see you find 13 half crowns. I need to look at the
Shillings?
Money.
I don't find money. But you don't find some other stuff too.
Pocket.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, are they made of silver?
You'll find 13 half crowns, which is like about 2.5 shillings each. Alright. And you're going to find a letter.
5, so 18. Okay,
So
here,
it's-
will you math for me?
Yeah, it's 26 plus. How many half crowns again?
Whatever you rolled. So was it
It was 13 half
13?
crowns.
Yes.
So that would be 26 plus 6.5, 32.5.
I can tell money's going to be
Shillings.
really fun in this game already.
Here you go.
32.5 shillings.
Thank you.
So you find the letter on, it's folded up, but there's a letter.
Right on.
You gonna read it?
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean,
so-
hopefully I'm literate, right?
Nope, you're American. You're not literate.
Oh.
So it's a letter. You open it up, and in this very elegant calligraphy, you see that it's a letter with instructions to try to convince the Duke of Weyland to join the Black Brotherhood. And if necessary, to blackmail the Duke with information about an amorous connection with his wife.
I should not have touched them. So,
Got all sorts of great gossip now.
I'm not gonna let that loose easily. It's gotta be. This requires strategy. So, I look at it. Are you still in the room right now?
No.
No, but my very trusted manservant is. I'm off in my bedroom sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Jenkins,
look at
looks
him.
like Jenkins is like directing the militia, to like clean up the mess in the kitchen, like to go secure the grounds, basically.
Yeah. Make sure to get any loose.
Oh. So I'm looking at this letter, and I'm like, oh crap. Now, this was really bad what went down, and whoever this person is clearly is connected to monsters. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
or,
like
so
because like in the letter it says like it very clearly states that Matthew Sykes is a member of the Black Brotherhood.
So Lady Jane just kind of like looks at the letter, spits on the ground,
Like you do.
folds it up, and walks over to Jenkins. Says, "I need to talk to Amelia."
I will be right back, my lady.
Amelia, is she okay? I thought I saw her come walking in. Did she live?
She died.
Jenkins is gonna. We'll say you're not quite to your room yet. He's gonna catch up with you like on the staircase
She's mostly okay.
and like be like,
What does that mean?
Got a little poison.
Lady Amelia, I beg your pardon, but it seems you are requested in the kitchen.
Fine. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. The antidote is working. I just know I'm still wounded. So, there's no more monsters.
Allow me to assist you to the kitchen, madame, and I will prepare you a cup of tea.
Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Alright, so he'll lead you back into the kitchen, and in fact, Jenkins is going to go make tea for everyone.
Yes. So, Jenkins is making tea.
So yeah, you're back.
And, yes.
Michaela, are you okay?
I will live. Thank you, sir. I don't suppose you have any more borscht left. It makes you strong like bear.
You are in the know.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's gonna have to take a back to both of you. Lady Amelia, I need to speak with you in private. It's a
At
serious
this
matter.
point, Archer is going to crowd. What kind of noble has nothing in his pockets? He's just started checking.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty, what do you guys also... There's this strange American cowboy just standing in the kitchen.
There's been so much weird going on. Even like
I'm just here like, those chums got messed up real bad. I don't even care about them. They aren't worth my time. I'm just making sure Lady Lorde isn't any more dead.
You in the hat. Did you take something from this man? It's of utmost importance.
I don't give a damn about it, what he has.
what? Are you talking? Did we get Sykes? Did we get him?
if that's the headless corpse here on the ground.
Good. Excellent.
Perhaps a bracing cup of tea.
I wanted to get him alive, but I suppose that will do.
You're
Would
welcome.
you like to try to rip anything from him?
From him?
Yeah, he is a evil spellcaster.
All right, I will start with the ripping. Okay, so we need to get organized here. I have just leave on for right now, but search his body again. We need to find out what was going on. Who was he with?
Archer starts ripping through his clothes. He must have had something.
And meanwhile, we've kind of gone over here, and we're like,
We need like
You turn up like
a
maybe
really
a
private
one
place.
single
so
time.
maybe we go outside to the lawn because the monster is gone and there's no one out here. So yes, how can I assist you?
So Jane Lorde looks at you, lets out a kind of a defeated sigh, shakes her head, carefully pulls out the letter, shows it to you.
And I take it and I read it. Black Brotherhood? Well, that does not sound...
Yeah.
And I read the part about my mother's... That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. My mother would never... Of course...
You should be loyal to your mother, Amanda.
Of course, my...
I saw the clause. I know you know who the Black Brotherhood is.
Yeah, it should...
Actually, make a knowledge occult roll for me.
Okay,
Have you
so
heard of
that...
Black Brotherhood before?
Let's see. I
Oh,
think
okay.
I would, but let's see. That is...
Because
Better
they're
connected than me.
They're actually
I'll have
slightly.
to know.
They're not the Cabal. They're something else. So
So I would be then asking, do you know who the Black
Well, I
Brotherhood
got a
is?
6 and a 5.
all right, blow that 6 up.
6.
Okay.
1.
Yeah. So we'll say the Black Brotherhood has had dealings with your family before because they really want the Duke of Weyland under their power. You know they have far-reaching connections in multiple countries and governments, and you know that they are working towards bringing the rise of certain banished gods back to the land.
I'm sure I would love to be a part of this organization.
Yes.
I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
So you do
Yes.
know who the Black Brotherhood is?
Yes.
It's
Unfortunately...
a dangerous, dangerous cult.
It's a dangerous, dangerous cult. They want to bring back old gods. That never works out well. I think the Serpent Brotherhood tried that 50 years ago.
It looks pretty serious. They brought in
Yes.
five.
Ugly.
5.
5 poppies. Yeah, they are pretty serious. So they have been around since the dawn of time. I vaguely... Let me put it this way. There is ever a battle between the people who want these gods back and the people who know that would destroy the world. But they think it will destroy the world and make it better! It doesn't. It just destroys the world. I did notice that you were very well in that fight. I was not paying too much attention, I admit. I was concentrating on killing poppies and saving my manservant who has all my weapons. But I think, since you know a little bit about them now too, that maybe we should be allies against this. Because I'm not... And maybe the people in there too, because I did notice they did help a lot with these creatures.
One even died.
One even died and seemingly came back from the dead, which is cool, which is very good. I lost enough servants tonight. I still don't know what happened to Helga.
Yeah, help us still missing.
I really need borscht. And tea. Borscht and tea.
Oh. Well, I tell you what. We work together. And you let me use your connections. Get me out of finishing classes.
And she shakes her hand. It says, that sounds like a great idea.
Good, because it broke your door.
They're replaceable. And you did bring me that lovely beach, which I think I might just go eat tomorrow.
Alright, so we're going to say while you're having this conversation out on the lawn, Ben, And Ben I know wants to protect those, so do you want to rip some tech?
Oh yes.
And then we'll...
No.
Much to Archer's horror, like Kazimir is grabbing like a big old kitchen pot that wasn't used for borscht or anything, and he's putting the ripper, the stuff he's ripping, into the pot, and he's just like grabbing some various knives and kitchenware and stuff to do this ripping.
As you're doing this, he's horrified because you've repeatedly said that you're not going to make borscht out of people. And so he looks at the dagger and he's like, cannibalism.
So, let's see.
Where's the player's handbook?
Oh, right.
I think I'll just get his components.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, we'll say, for tonight, we'll just say make your ripper tech roll, and if you're successful, then we'll choose what you want to...
So this is on Sykes. I got me. It's a 15, 14.
14.
To rip some ingredients from Sykes.
So you want me to read what's available?
Well, I can't make anything here.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you just take the materials?
I just take the materials. I got to go back pretty quickly and do something with it. But I'm also... How many poppies did we kill?
You killed 5.
We killed 5?
Oh, no, you killed 4 and 1 got away.
Alright.
So you get nothing rip from them, too, if you
Yep,
want.
going to the first body.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
The
another
raise.
raise.
Yeah.
So... Here. Poppy. 1, 2... So second body, that's just a simple success. Third body, that is not a success.
We'll say that's one that Austin got with that.
Yeah, I'll spend a penny on that.
Oh, yeah. Totally. We're
Nope.
rocking up for the night. That was before, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got a wound.
Oh, right.
I'll spend
Yeah,
last
might as well.
penny.
Yeah, there's not going to be no more combat tonight.
It was not meant to be.
Can I?
So last one.
No, you gotta get common bond, and then you can share bennies.
Last one. Nope. I got 3 components worth of stuff.
Sweet.
So I think that my character is gonna come back in and see what's going on, and my character doesn't have a ton of combat experience and has definitely never seen somebody rip a human being.
Yeah,
So
you're standing over the pot, right? You can basically slicing and dicing with one arm.
Putting stuff in.
So
Alright, Michaela, don't look. This is the R-rated graphic.
So
I just go over and get myself a bowl of borscht and
Yeah,
Jenkins
Jenkins serves you
a cup of
2
tea.
sugars, Mom? Milk?
Yes,
What's it?
please. And I go sit at this table and I just eat my borscht and drink my tea.
Oh, yeah.
and Jane Lorde is shaken up. What are you doing? I wish you had a dagger. Draw it. But and points her mini crossbow at Mr. Borscht.
Archer's going to step in front of him and say, hold on, Lady Jane? Is that right?
No. Lord.
Lord Jane? Listen,
Lady Lorde.
I know my friend over there, he's a little strange, but we were here to help. That's why I locked you outside, and it was necessary. That's all I wanted to say. And he kind of turns back. You're expecting an apology. You do not receive it.
React at all to Archer talking about locking your charge outside?
It's just like, he comes up behind me, he's like, I cheat him.
Hold on. Before we go with the shooting of the people, let us go back to the lodge. There is a good place to talk without lots of ears.
I'm not excited to go back to your house.
Well, good, because you're uninvited.
But who is this? Did you?
I did your jobs for you.
Well, great. I was dead, so thank you.
I look at Amelia. Who are these people?
I'm not entirely certain.
What do you mean? They're at your ball.
Actually, they do not introduce us.
Let me explain. And he talks about how the woman at the lodge
Right.
sent us out to help Lady Amelia survive.
Never fox. of the Rippers.
You've
Oh,
seen
gosh.
Amanda.
Help
I have.
protect and intervene in this attack. Obviously, we did not do so great a job, but let me tell you, this Sykes, don't look at the body, don't look at the body. This Sykes,
Kazimir, we did okay.
duh, we got it away from the ball. He was going to launch the attack where all the people were.
And I do appreciate that greatly. I've heard of Miss Minerva Fox. I think I sent her an invitation.
You know that your dad is probably on the way to the kitchen, even as you guys are talking. You think it's probably a good idea to get out of the kitchen somewhere where you can talk in private.
Yeah, so my father is probably going to be coming in pretty soon. The guests that were coming down the hallway has probably reported something in the kitchen.
Have you anyone who can dispose of bodies?
Actually, yes, I do.
And this? And who's this?
Your father sent me.
And you're here to babysit me?
Basically.
I hope you enjoy adventure or stay out of my way.
Yeah.
Besides, you did a pretty bad job until you blew that dude's head off.
But I still blew his head off.
I mean, it was after he was dead, but...
Launch might be, although I'm still supposed to be at that stupid ball.
I mean, it's already a scandal.
It's already a scandal. Jenkins, will you please tell my father that something cat-like has appeared in the ball? He will understand.
Yes, Mom. I will inform your father.
I don't know what that means, but great, let's go. Kinderlock, outside. And Kazimir kind of herds everyone outside. We get outside and realize that we don't have a carriage.
There is one in the carriage house, this way. I'm afraid it does have our family crest on it. I don't have a private one.
Archer, would you please carry this pot? I would carry it, but I've only got the one arm.
Of course. He basically kind of like lifts the pot, sets his axe down, realizes the axe is set down, has to get the axe up, put it on his back, re-lift the pot, and then he kind of like follows you, sloshing it just a little bit.
Oh my god.
Probably holding it slightly away from yourself because you know what's in it.
Yeah, he wrinkles his nose and like,
don't spill it.
And so we get in my family carriage. Well, actually, my father being kind of up in the government, we do have a black carriage that has nothing on it, just black carriage. So we all get into the
father's carriage. Nice.
So we are stealing my father's carriage, but we also know from the reference I gave to Jenkins that there is a reason why we are stealing his carriage, and as long as I bring it back before morning, he won't care.
Alrighty. I think this is probably a good place to call it.
this golf carriage.
All right, well, thank you, listeners, for tuning in. That was a long combat, but we got some exciting things, and Kazimir didn't die after all.
I'm so glad.
I'm really sad when he died. Me too.
My name's Ben. I've been here with Amanda, Austin, Gabriel, Michaela, and Rosemary, and this has been episode 2 of Chilling Tales of Horror and Borscht.